Citations is the Night Supposed to be Stable. My name is Sir Andalot, and welcome to part 2 of whatever for the custom painting a Pokemon figure series. I would show you the figure that I had picked out for this video, but honestly, I haven't picked it out yet. So yeah, the reason why I haven't picked it out yet is because, let me move the camera real quick, I have a spinner wheel. So yeah, for the remaining Pokemon, which are all lined up right here, I basically went to this website called wheeldecide.com, very clever, and basically typed in all the Pokemon that I don't have yet, and that I have not custom painted yet, on the wheel, and so we're gonna click to see which one gets chosen. 1, 2, 3. Whoa, acid trip. Alright, so we got Piplup as our custom painting victim. How lucky are you? I'm not 100% sure what to do with Piplup yet. Okay, this is going to be recorded over the span of a few days, maybe a day or two, because currently it's 7:23 p.m. Literally, it's late in the night. Well, evening, I should say. So, I'm gonna cut to the part where I start painting it. But when I come up with an idea for this little guy, but I'm gonna probably sleep on it. So, yeah. See you in the morning. All right. So, after many hours and overnight of trying to think of an idea for this little guy, I think I got something. So, for those who are unaware, the Pokédex entry for Piplup, I'll try to fit it on the screen somehow if I can, basically explains that Piplup is known for having a lot of pride, so much pride that it doesn't accept food from other people or trainers. So basically I took the pride aspect of that and, well, we're going to give him another type of pride. Rainbow pride. We're basically going to make him a rainbow Piplup, so yeah. I think I know what to do. So basically I have 6 colors here, but we can't not forget about indigo, so I'm going to mix the blue and the purple together. So, okay, I gotta think about where to place all 7 colors. So I thought the dark blues will be a color, the light blues will be a color, the whites will be a third color. I just flicked them out of my hand. Then there's the beak and the flippers. There's the eye color. And then there's also, if you'll zoom in, or get close up, there's the roof of his mouth and the tongue. Those will count too. I'm not sure why, but they will. So, let's get started. Alright, let's start with the red. How did that even happen? For the red, I think I'll make the dark blue red, maybe? I don't know. Yeah, that'll do. Let's paint all that's dark blue on him, which is basically the top of around his head, his little lapels, I guess, and his in the back part right here. Paint that all red. Give the time lapse. Alright, I'm gonna start on the head for right now. I will get the little dark blue areas on his body done eventually, but right now I'm gonna start on the first few coats of the head. He literally looks familiar. Like some sort of some sort of anime character I've seen. Or maybe it's just me. I don't know. He looks so weird so far. But anyway, I'm gonna let him dry. Hopefully he can stand up. That works. I'll let him dry for a little bit. Be right back. Hey fellow knights, it's me. This is the part of the video where I forgot to turn on my microphone for this clip of the video. There's also another clip, I think, where I record and put on the yellow paint. I don't know 100%, but yeah. I forgot to do a microphone. I forgot to turn on the microphone for this part, so I just thought I'd explain what's going on now. The red has been dried on the forehead, so now I'm going to do the time lapse of me painting on where I'm pointing right now is the lapel, I think, and also his little back flipper feather thing. I don't know what to call it still. Probably just feathers. Feathers. Sorry, I'm in a word mood. But yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna start painting that. Cue the time lapse. Alright, I'm back. So, I'm washing off my brush right now, and yeah. I'm gonna cut to the part where I record a. Well, I'm actually gonna paint multiple coats on the parts where I painted just recently, like I did at the forehead. Pretty self-explanatory. So, excuse me. So yeah, basically I have to wait for the back and front dark blue areas to dry, and yeah. When we come back, I'm going to record the part of me painting orange. Stay tuned for that. Alright, so I got the red done on all the dark blue areas. In case you're wondering why there's a blue paintball here, well, the reason why is Piplup doesn't stand up very well anymore. I'm not sure how that happened, how he lost stability, but okay. We are now going to move on to the color orange. The red is still drying in a couple places, but I need to get this done. I'm probably going to move on. Probably going to continue with the color yellow tomorrow. The next day that I'm filming this, which is Monday. I don't know. It's already almost 5:30 p.m. It just depends on how I feel afterwards and if I need to take a break or not. But anyway, I think I'm going to make the light blue areas, like right here and above his beak. I'm probably going to make that orange. Yeah, that'll work. I hope. See if it works. Here we go. I'm going to start with the big areas first, which is his flippers and his tummy. Here we go. Alright, so we got the body all painted. So I'm going to prop them up and do a few more coats. And I'll be back. Alright, I'm back. So, this clip, I again forgot to turn on my microphone. And sorry to hear my sister screaming in the background. She does that sometimes. Scream a lot and yell and raise her voice, etc. What other I just basically said the same word 3 times. My bad. So yeah, I got the orange on the body taken care of, but there's one detail I forgot about, and that is, why am I holding it upside down? And the detail I have forgotten about is the crown above the beak. And please be quiet. So anyway, I'm gonna touch up with that. By the way, between now and the end of the video, I actually changed the color of this multiple times. I couldn't figure it out until the next day, day 3, literally, of me working on this. I seriously changed it from orange to another color. You'll find out eventually, to make it fit well with the aesthetic I was going for. You'll see in about a few minutes. So yeah, the time lapse has already started. Yeah. Basically, hopefully the next clip will have a audio, because I am not good at voiceovers whatsoever. So yeah. Okay, this video is a disaster so far, because I keep forgetting to turn on my microphone. But I got the crown painted. Is it perfect? No. Far from it. Will it work? Why not? He looks so weird. I'm not used to seeing a Piplup with all primary colors. But anyway. Okay, to close off the night, I'm just going to do a time lapse of me painting the white areas yellow. Alright. Not perfect, but yeah. Alright. I'm probably going to do a few more coats of that, and well, I would do the green and the blue, the indigo and the violet, but it's currently almost 7 p.m. So I'm going to do the final coats of the yellow, add some little buttons on his belly for into the yellow, and see you guys in the morning. Alright, so it is now day 3 of me working on this little guy, and the yellow, well, it works for what I needed to do. It's a little messy, but that's because I recorded it like up until 7:30 last night, and I started getting loopy. I also had the buttons, which are not symmetrical at all, so I have to touch that up. Better do. I'll fix it later. Right now, I'm going to start with the color green. Whoa, what the heck? That is not supposed to happen. Grody. Why did I say grody? So, what do I want to paint the color green in this project? Do I want to go with the... I don't know. Should I go with the eyes green or the beak and flippers? Or his feet. They are flippers, right? Do I go with his flippers being green and his beak, or his eyes, which are non-existent at this point? Let's go with the beak and feet. Start with the beak. Here we go. Probably should roll up my sleeves on my jacket, but oh well. Cue time lapse. This looks so weird. Oh gosh. Let's do the feet. Snowboarding. Yeah. Alright, so this looks so weird and stupid. Oh gosh. I guess it'll do. Okay, I'm gonna let this dry and and add a few more coats, and yeah, let's see how it looks after it dries. Because this looks awful. Cut the videos. Okay, that happened. I got the green on there. This looks like a joke. Also, I didn't fully complete the green on his feet, but they're just the bottom of the feet. Nobody cares. So now I'm going to go in with the blue. Wow, that sounds empty. So yeah, the blue. What do I want to add to the blue? Let's make the eyes blue, actually. I know eyes are typically black on a lot of Pokemon. As you saw from our B picks, she has red eyes. And our Christmas the Stuffle has brown in her eyes. It just shows character, okay? So there are the eyes. I'm gonna let them dry a little bit. That took less time than I thought it would. Gonna let them dry, give it a little catch light. I better get some white out. Yeah. And after I paint on the catch light, I'll be right back. Okay, so here are the eyes that are blue. I'm gonna add some catch light and highlights to it. So let me get the antique parchment. That's literally the name of the color. You can't see it because it's not in focus. Just a little bit. Let's add some catch light and then move on to the indigo. Slicka. Little dude. And there we go. That's gonna dry pretty quickly. He's already look actually kind of cute, not demon-eyed. So yeah. Now, before I move on to the color indigo, this is what the paper cup's for. I don't have indigo yet. I don't have any indigo paint, so it looks like I'll have to mix some a little bit. And by a little bit, I mean a lot. So for indigo, I'm going to mix the blue we used for the eyes with some different branded name. This is Craftsmart Bright Blue, this is Deco Art and Eggplant. So let's mix the two together till we get the perfect indigo color. I don't need much of it, so it's going to be a waste. And that's the end of the blue, so that can be thrown away. And let's add the equal amount in eggplant, or purple in this case. I forgot to shake that up, because there were air bubbles. I think that'll do. Let's mix it up with a different brush, because I don't want to get this one a complete mess. Grab a pretty thick brush. And just, you guys can't see it, but I'll show you in a minute. Could be a bit darker, but let me compare it with the eggplant really quickly. Let me just compare. Yeah, I guess it'll work. Let me wash off this brush. So the thing I want to add with the indigo, I'm really not a fan that his buttons are the same color as his face. So I think I'm going to add the indigo as the buttons. And yes, I know I messed up here. I'm still going to fix that. So let's go in with our highly detailed brush and just cover up the yellow buttons with indigo. So yeah, gonna let that dry, and then when we come back, we will move on to the purple. All right, so I'm holding it upside down, yes, but the catch light is dry. The buttons are almost dry. I also touched up the little yellow that was poking through from when the original buttons were. I still have more touching up to do, but I want to finish this as soon as possible. I also missed the spot on the foot, apparently. But let's move on to the purple. What will the purple be, you might be asking? Well, the inside of his mouth. I know, very eye-catching. But yeah, it's going to be the inside of the mouth because I literally have nowhere else to paint. So let's go into purple and be very careful. So there's the inside of his mouth. I'm gonna let that dry and touch up on some areas that really need it. So yeah, I'll see you at the reveal. So after about 2 hours of touching up and fixing some details and letting the paint dry, from concept to reality, took me 40 hours to paint this. Without further ado, on the count of 3, 1, 2, 3. Alright, he looks alright. I changed the crown color from an orange to purple because A, the purple in the crown was just not working out, and B, well, fun fact, the color purple was associated with a royalty in like the medieval times. And finally, I add a little signature on the bottom, well, on his booty. I was going to add it to the top of the head, but I messed up, and while it was still wet, I just painted it right there. And in case you're wondering about B-Pix and Christmas to Stuffle, well, yes, I added the same thing to each of them. And with that being said, that is part 2 of the custom painted Pokemon series. I hope you guys enjoyed this series. Are enjoying it so far. I mean, this is a lot of work. Next time I'm not going to do as many colors. Like, I added 7 colors to just one of these figures. And it's only part 2. So, yeah. I'm probably going to do something simpler next time, hopefully. But with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, drop a like you're dropping the bass. Wow, wow. Give the subscribe button the awesomicity smack. And I'll see you on the next video. Dudes.